Good evening, guys. Are getting my screen and voice? Please confirm in chat box. Please confirm in chat box, guys. All are getting my screen and voice. Good. Right, guys. In yesterday's session, we have seen grep command at the end. In yesterday's session, good evening, all guys. So in yesterday's session, at the end, we discussed about grep command, guys. We have seen grep command. Right. See, guys. So we have some text editors also in Linux, guys. Right. We have seen two types of editors. One is how to create the file, how to write the data inside the file. We have seen, guys, that by using such a command we can create empty files. By using cat command we can create a file with some data, guys. Now, right, if you want to use some text editors, VA is one text editor, guys. VA, right, by using VA also we can create the file, right? That VA is one text editor, guys. See, what is the text editor? In our Windows machine, Notepad is the default text editor, guys. Right, here we can edit the text. See, in cat command, right, through cat command, in cat command, right, by using cat command we have created the file, right? Can you able to edit the data in the cat, guys? In the cat command, after creating the file, can you able to edit the data? Is it possible? You can print the data, but you can't able to edit. Here we have text editors, guys. Means we can edit the data, we can delete the data, right? If you delete particular line, right? So these kind of operations we can perform on text editors. But in cat, we can't able to do that. In cat, we can't able to do that, guys. So in note here in Windows machine, coming to our Windows operating system, Notepad is going to work as a default text editor. Default text editor, guys. Same way for Linux also we have one text editor. What is that, guys? In Linux operating system, the default text editor is VI. VI is the default text editor in the Linux operating system. In Windows, Notepad is the default text editor. See, guys, let me go to here. Guys. Let me correct with our Linux machine. Let me stop this Docker. Connect with this. Fine, guys. See here what I am going to do. Observe carefully, guys. Do ls-l. Here we have these files. Very good. Now vi aws.txt I am creating. right, vi aws.txt. Right here I'm going to open the file in text editor. Enter. See guys, like this you will get. Like this you will get, guys. So now this is the command mode, guys. This is the command mode. Now you want to move to insert mode. Here you can't able to write the data. In this mode you can't able to write the data. If you want to write the data, you need to go to insert mode. How you will go to insert mode? Just press button I. In our keyboard, I button is there, right? Just press that button I, you will move to insert mode. See, here it is got changed. Now you are in insert mode. Whenever insert mode came, here you can able to type the data. Here you can type the data, guys. Now here I'm going to write the data. To attend AWS classes, Linux is mandatory. Linux is mandatory, right? Linux is very easy to learn, right? In Linux, right, we have very simple commands. In Linux commands are very simple to understand, or very easy to understand. See guys, I have written some data inside the file. Now I want to save this data inside the file. Save, and I want to come out from the file. I want to save the data inside the file and I want to come out from the file. Then what we need to do? Right, first we need to press the escape button. In our keyboard, escape button is there, right? Press that escape button. Right, next here, right, we need to give this colon. See, this is colon at the end, guys, corner you can see. Press escape button. You need to give this colon and WQ. W means write and Q means quit. Write and quit, guys. I want to write the data inside the file and I want to quit from the file. WQ we need to give. Enter. Enter, guys. Right, now here do ls-l. Right, aws.txt file is available. aws.txt file is available. Now let me open that aws.txt file. See, you can see the data like this also. Cat aws.txt. Inside this is the data which we have given, right? To attend AWS classes, Linux is mandatory. Linux is very easy to learn. Linux commands are very easy to understand. So now again I want to open this file in vi editor. Vi aws.txt. Guys, here can you able to edit the data here? Can you able to edit the data? Can you able to modify anything here? You can't able to edit the data now, but in vi we can able to edit. aws.txt. Right, now again we need to go to insert mode. How you will go to insert mode? Just press I. Now we came to insert mode. Here you can able to modify the data. See guys, here I'm going to remove this line. Right, and here I'm giving to attend DevOps classes. Right, Linux is mandatory. And at the end I am going to write one more line. To attend AWS classes, Linux is mandatory. So like this I have taken, guys. Right, now what we need to do? If you want to save and come out, escape colon WQ. Okay guys, now check the data what we have. Cat aws.txt. See guys, to attend DevOps classes, Linux is mandatory. At the end we have added this line. To attend AWS classes, Linux is mandatory. Is it clear, guys? vi editor, guys. In Windows operating system, the default text editor is Notepad. In Linux operating system, the default text editor is vi text editor. When you open the file, by default it will open in command mode. At first you need to move to insert mode. How you will move to insert mode? Just press I to go to insert mode. Do some modifications. I want to save the file. Escape colon WQ enter. Then you will save and come out from the file. Understood, guys? See, guys, let me add these points in our notes. Text editor. Text editor, guys. In Windows operating system, Notepad is the default text editor. Default text editor. In Linux operating system, right, VI is the default text editor. Guys, in Windows operating system, Notepad is the default text editor. In Linux, VI editor is the default text editor, right? So when you open, see, guys, let me take like this case. Let me take this example. Let me take the example like this case. Let's see here. I'm going to open the file. Example I'm going to take like this. Right, VI aws.txt I'm taking. VI aws.txt. And here by default it will open in command mode. It will open in command mode. Right, now press I. Press I to go to insert mode. If you want to write something, we need to move to insert mode. How you will go to insert mode? Just press I. Here, do some modifications. Now I want to save the data. Let's see here. Escape colon WQ enter. Press enter, guys. For what is the purpose of this, guys? Right, to save and quit from the file. We need to use this. I want to save the file, I want to save the data, and I want to quit from the file. Then we need to use. Right, I have written some data. By mistake, I have written some data. I don't want to save the data. Without saving, I want to quit from the file. What is the command we need to use? See, guys, to quit from the file without saving the data. I want to quit from the file. Then what you need to do? Just here, escape colon Q. This is a not symbol. Enter, guys. Now data won't be saved, but you can come out from the file. To quit from the file without saving the data, then we need to use this command, guys. Please go through this once. right guys? Right. So we have how VI editor, we have one more text editor in Linux, which is sed editor. Is sed editor guys, sed command, we can say sed command guys. Sed command is available, sed sed command. What is the purpose of this sed command guys? What is the purpose of sed command? Right here, sed stands for stream editor. Sed stands for stream editor. Right? In Linux, by using sed command, we can replace the text without opening the file. See guys, right? By using vi, right? If you want to modify the data, what we did guys, by using vi, we opened the file, we went there, right? We modified guys. But here, right, if you use a sed command, right, without opening the file only, I no need to open the file. Without opening the file only, I can able to replace the data with some other data. How it is possible? How guys? How we can do that? Let me check it once. Guys. Go to here. Meanwhile, let me write the syntax. By the time of, right, see guys here, how to write the syntax guys? Sed space, see guys, sed space, right here, single quotes, inside the single quotes, yes slash, right here we have AWS, right? AWS is the word guys. AWS word I want to replace with AWS cloud guys. Right, inside the file we have only AWS word. That AWS word I want to replace with AWS cloud. Right, where inside the aws.txt file. We have created aws.txt file. Inside the aws.txt file, AWS word is available. That word I want to replace with AWS cloud. So this is the syntax guys. Right, first we need to give the old data, right? By using which data you want to replace, that data we need to give it here. First existing data slash the data which you need to replace, right? You need to give like this guys. Yes is the syntax guys, just standard, right? Search and replace guys, right? See guys, sed yes slash AWS and replace this one inside the aws.txt file. So this is the command which we need to use. Let me go to here. Right guys, ls-l, we have aws.txt file is there. Right, vi editor if you want to use, by using vi you need to go to there, you need to go to insert mode and you need to modify. Now I don't want to do like that. See guys, sed command I'm using, sed, right here, yes slash, right, wherever AWS is there, that I want to replace with AWS cloud. Where guys? In aws.txt file. See guys, cannot read aws.txt. Right. Okay. See guys, it is modified and it is printing also guys. 1 minute. In the DevOps classes, Linux is very, right, Linux is very easy to learn. It Linux commands, sir, it is not modified, by AWS. Okay, some case sensitive problem is there, right? Okay, we will correct it. Guys. If you want ignore the case, what we need to do? Just add -i. Here -i purpose is different. -i purpose is different guys. 1 minute, I will come to that. Right, to here, just to take like AWS. Fine, see, here it is modified or not. Earlier AWS is there. Now here it is modified. AWS cloud we are getting. Right, wherever AWS is available in that file, now it is changed guys. It is changed. It is changed, guys. See guys, if you give like this, if you give this command, what it is doing, it is modifying, it is replacing, and it is printing in the terminal. After replacing whatever the content is available, that content it is printing in the terminal. If you use like this, what it is doing, modifying, replacing, and printing the content in the terminal. Right now what I want to do, I want to insert, only insert guys. -I we will use for insert inside the file guys. Just to save inside the file, it won't print on the terminal guys. If you use -y, -I, see guys. Now what we have, AWS cloud is there. Right? Instead of AWS cloud, I want to take Azure. Azure I want to take guys. Right here what I will do, Azure I will take. Azure I am taking. Right here before -I am taking. If you take -I, what it will do, it won't print the output in the terminal. Just it will save inside the file guys. It will save inside the file. It won't print the output in the terminal. If you remove -I, it will print the output in the terminal also. See guys, here it is not printing anything. But it open the file cat aws.txt. aws.txt. See guys, is it modified or not? Is it replaced or not guys? Replaced. Is it replaced to Azure? Earlier we have AWS cloud, now it is replaced to Azure guys. If you use -I, just it will modify inside the file, but it won't print the output in the terminal. If you want to modify and print the output in the terminal, then you need to remove this I guys. Okay, fine guys. By using this set command, we can delete the lines also guys. We can delete the lines also by using set command. How guys? How it is possible? How we can delete the lines? How we can delete the lines by using set command guys? By using set command, we can delete the lines also. How you can delete? See guys, here how many lines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines are there. 4 lines are there guys. I want to delete second line. Second line means what? Linux is very easy to learn. That line I want to delete. What is the command you need to give? What is the command guys? See here. One minute. Cat aws.txt I am giving. See, second line means Linux is very easy to learn. So this line I want to delete. Then what is the command? sed-i. Now I want to delete second line. Second line 2D. 2D I want to delete guys. Second line I want to delete. Where? Inside the aws.txt. Right now cat command, run the cat command. Do you have that second line guys? Linux is very easy to learn. Do you have that line? Guys respond. Do you have that line? No, it is deleted. That line is deleted. That line is deleted. Okay, now guys, I want to delete last line guys. I want to delete last line. How I don't know how many lines are there. I want to delete the last line of the file. Then what we need to do? See, simple guys. Here instead of 2 I want to take dollar. I want to take dollar guys. If you take $D, it will delete last line of the file. Okay, now last line means what? To attend Azure classes, Linux is mandatory. To attend Azure classes, Linux is mandatory. That line got deleted. Now check the cat command now. Cat aws.txt. See, DevOps classes. $D, correct only, right? aws.txt sed-i here dollar I am taking aws.txt. Now cat aws.txt. Okay, fine. See guys, that line got deleted. Maybe some command wrong I have given earlier. See, now you can't able to see that line. To attend Azure classes, earlier we have to attend Azure classes, Linux is mandatory. Now we don't have that line. If you want to delete a particular line, then we need to give line number D. If you want to delete the last line of the file, then we need to give $D, we need to give $D, we need to give it here. Clear guys? By using set command, what we can do? We can replace the content and we can delete the content also by using set command. Right, in Linux, by using set command, we can replace the text without opening the file. So this is the command we need to use. This is the command guys. Right, without opening the file. Right, so next here. Right, so to replace AWS Word with Azure, with AWS Cloud, AWS Word with AWS Cloud. To replace AWS Word with AWS Cloud and print output in the terminal. And print output in the terminal. So this is the command we need to use. Right, I want to replace, but I don't want to print the output in the terminal. Right, to replace AWS, right, AWS Word with AWS Cloud. That's it. Just I want to replace, but I don't want to print on the terminal. So here $sed -i right here. Yes, AWS Cloud. AWS.txt file. This is the command which we need to give, guys. Right, guys. Next, guys, by using set command, we can delete the lines also. By using set command, we can delete the lines also. By using set command, we can delete the lines also. How you will delete, guys? Sed $sed -i. Here I want to delete second line. If I want to delete second line, guys, 2D I am taking. Let's see. To delete second line. To delete second line, what we need to take? Sed -i 2D AWS.txt file. Right? To delete last line of the file. To delete last line of the file. Here, what is the command? $set we need to take. Right? -i here $D, right? AWS.txt we need to take to delete last line. So this is the command which we need to take, guys. Please go through the set command once. Clear guys. Sed command, vi command clear. I will look into this vi command also, vi also. Clear guys. Vi said both are clear. Right guys. So next guys, observe carefully guys. Right. Next, file permissions in Linux guys. File permissions in Linux. File permissions in Linux guys. So guys, so Linux is a multi-user based operating system guys. Linux is a multi-user based operating system. Right. In Linux, a file can have three permissions guys. A file can have three permissions. Linux is a multi-user based operating system. Multi-user based operating system. Right. In Linux, a file can have three permissions. Three permissions guys. What three permissions are there guys? What three permissions are available guys? See guys, these three types of permissions are available. What three types of permissions are available guys? Observe carefully guys. Here one is read permission guys. One is read permission. Read permission guys. Read permission will be represented with R letter. Next one is write permission. Write permission will be represented with the W letter. Next one is execute. execute permission. Execute permission will be represented with X letter, guys. Right? R, W, X. R stands for read, W stands for write, X stands for execute. If you have read permission, you can read the data which is available inside the file, guys. If you have write permission, you can write the data into the file, guys. If you have execute permission, you can install the softwares and you can execute some shell scriptings, guys. See guys, if you want install any packages, any softwares, here which permission is required, here we need execute permission. Read permission, if you have the read permission, what you can do, you can read the data from the file. If you have read permission, you can read the data from the file. You can read the data from the file, right? If you have write permission, then you can write the data into the file. Next, execute permission. If you have execute permission, what you can do, you can install packages are nothing but softwares, and you can execute shell scripting files, shell scripts also. Read permission, write permission, execute permission. If you have the read permission, you can read the data from the file. If you have write permission, you can write the data into the file. If you have execute permission, you can execute some right scripting files, scripting content, and you can install some packages. Very good. So let me go to here, guys. Right. Observe carefully, guys. Observe carefully here. ls-l, AWS, DevOps, F10. These are the files we have, guys. Just now I told. Right here we have three types of permissions. See, guys. Here, if you take this f10.txt on this file, what permissions are available, guys? On this f10.txt file, read permission is available, write permission is available. See guys, here we have three parts, guys. Right, three parts. File permissions are divided into three parts. File permissions are divided into three parts, guys. File permissions are divided into below three parts. What three parts are there, guys? Right, it is divided into three parts. What three parts, guys? One is user permissions. Second one is group permissions. Third one is others permissions, guys. User permission, group permission, and other permissions. File permissions are divided into these three parts: user, group, others, guys. See here, let me take from here on f10.txt whatever the permissions are available. Let me copy this one, guys. Copy and paste on notepad, guys. Take this one, guys. See here, first if we have hyphen, then that is the normal text file. First, if it starts with D, then that is the directory file, guys. Right, leave this first character. Leave the first character, guys. From second characters will come into permissions, guys. Here user, group, others. See guys, first three, see if you skip first one, the second one, third one, fourth one, these three are the user permissions. These three are the user permissions. Next guys, R W hyphen, these three are the group permissions. Next, last three, R hyphen hyphen, these three are the others permission. On f10.txt file, user have read and write permissions. Group have read and write permissions. Others have only read permissions. Others doesn't have write permission and execute permission. Right. If you go to this, right, who is the user and who is the group, guys? Right. Here, first one is the user. EC2 hyphen user is the user. Here, second one is the group, guys. On f10 dot, for this f10.txt file, user is EC2 hyphen user. First one is the username, second one is the group name, guys. So these are the permissions. Here this is the username, this is the group name. Right, user, what type of permissions user have on f10.txt file? User have read and write permissions only. User does not have execute permission. Right, group have read and write permission only. Group does not have execute permission. Right, others guys, outside people, others, apart this EC2 hyphen user, apart this EC2 hyphen user group, right, other people have only read permission. See guys, first one will talk about what is the type of the file, whether it is a directory file or normal text file. From second place onwards, we need to consider as the permissions. Right, second, third, fourth digits. Right, these three will talk about the user permissions. Fifth, sixth, seventh, these three will talk about the group permissions. Last three will talk about the others permissions. Total how many we have? 10 characters are available. Right, in above 10 characters, right, in above 10 characters, right, first character will tell what is the type of the file. What is the type of the file? First character will represent file type. Otherwise, represent file type. File type, guys. Right. If first character is D, then that file is directory file, guys. Right, if first character is hyphen, then that is normal text file. Right, so next second, third and fourth characters will represent user permissions. Right, fifth, sixth and seventh characters will represent right, group permissions. Right, eighth, 1 minute. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Okay, 8th, 9th and 10th characters will represent others permissions, guys. Have a look into this, guys. That in this case, right, in above case, user have read and write permissions. Read and write permissions. User have read and write permissions. Right. So next here, right, in above case, group have same read and write permissions. Group have read and write permissions. In above case, others have only read permission. Only read permission. Is that clear, guys? Is this clear? Is this clear, guys? Up to here, any questions? Up to here, clear, guys? Fine, guys? Right, so please go through these things, guys. In tomorrow's session, we will discuss how to add the permissions. Right, for user, I want to give execute permission. User have only read and write permission. I want to give execute permission also to the user. Right, I want to give the execute permission to the group. I want to give write and execute permissions to the others. Right, I want to remove write and execute permissions from the others. I want to remove read permissions from the group and users. How to add the permissions, how to remove the permissions, right? Under numeric style, that is very important entry question. Numeric style, how to give the permissions. And here numerics also we can use, guys. How to use the numeric style permissions, all those things we will discuss in tomorrow's session, guys. Tomorrow we will finish this permissions concept. Right, we need to discuss a few more things, guys. We need to how to add the permissions, how to remove the permissions, how to add the permissions by using numbers, how to remove the permissions by using numbers. Right, all those things we need to discuss. Tomorrow we will discuss those things, guys. Okay. In tomorrow's session, we will finish that part. Fine, guys. Please practice these things. Tomorrow we will discuss a few more things. Okay. Fine, guys. For today, I'm stopping here. Tomorrow, we will continue. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good night. Good night, guys. Thank you.